Hey, welcome to the Dray Way. Yes, I am in a different area because we got leaf blowers blowing again and all kinds of stuff. So I know I'm going to be dipping in and out of the shade. Sometimes I'll be in the sun, sometimes I'll be in the shade. I'm doing the best I can. But yeah, we got some things to talk about today. So instead of messing around, let's get started. Let's go. I don't know about you, but I'm a little bit nervous. Whenever the president is in the Middle East, it seems like shortly after that, the oil markets seem to crash. And with OPEC Plus talking about and probably going to considerably increase their oil output, yeah, that could be a huge problem. As more oil goes onto the market, that could make things extremely difficult for American producers. And, I think that's kind of what's going on right now. Because it seems like Trump is never bothered about crashing oil. It never seems to bother him, even though it does major damage to U.S. producers. And here we are Trump takes over office with the United States being the number one producer of oil in the world. Yeah, number one producer of oil in the world. And I can promise you, I want you to mark this show. Mark this show because in all likelihood, we will not be anywhere close to the amount of production we've been at. We won't. Now, do we drop from number one? Possibly. But do we have the same amount of production as we did when Trump came into office? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, because Trump has a habit of absolutely and completely destroying the oil market. He did it last time. Last time we lost tens of thousands of oil worker jobs and dozens of companies went bankrupt. And now here he is with OPEC Plus already announcing, hey, we're going to start pumping out more oil. They started making this announcement weeks ago. And then guess who happens to show up after getting a plane? Yeah, Qatar gave the man a plane, which is kind of weird, especially since from what I hear, it's a 10-year-old plane. So why are they handing over a 10-year-old plane? I don't know. Let me know if you find that a little strange. But, here we are with oil around $60. Where does oil go from here? I mean, are we talking about $45, $50 oil? Because the United States has no interest in pumping out oil at that price. None. And what will that mean? Well, that will mean that the United States will suffer. Yeah, jobs will be lost, companies will go bankrupt, and it'll be the same thing that we saw the last time Donald Trump was president. And that's why I say over and over and over again, this is what happens when you put somebody in charge that really doesn't understand how things are and what's going on. And when oil crashes, because that's basically what he's going to do, and he's going to stand by and let it happen, what are American oil producers going to do? They're just going to stop. They're just going to, as the price goes down, they're going to produce less and less oil because they know what we know. Sooner or later, the price is going to go up. So why pump out a bunch of oil for $45, $50 when I can just sit it out and wait? And when it comes back to 80, 90, 100, I'm back in. But that's expensive. That's not a cheap thing to do. But it can be even more expensive to pump out oil that you can't sell for a fair profit. Why keep pumping to lose money? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. And if you can make sense out of Donald Trump going to the Middle East And all of a sudden, they're handing over things like planes. Yeah, I mean, come on. People don't hand over stuff like that for nothing. People don't do that, do they? I mean, if someone gives you an extravagant gift, there's a reason. If somebody gives you a gift that's worth, I don't know, what's the plane worth? $400 or $500 million? There's a reason for that. And that's why you see a lot of his family are over there. And we are seeing, can you imagine, just imagine if this was the Obama family doing this. Can you imagine if the Obamas were over there doing something like this? People would be going crazy. And why Republicans haven't stepped up and been like, this is an obvious violation. You cannot accept the gift. It's against the law. I mean, why haven't I seen one single Republican step up? And this is what I mean. This is why, everybody says, why are you a Democrat? Why aren't you Republican? Because Republicans are complete cowards. Complete and total cowards. They won't say one word against their Messiah. Not one. No matter what he does. Doesn't matter what he does. They won't say one word. And that's a group of cowards. I don't want to be in a group of cowards. I don't want to be in that group. When you can't speak out and speak your mind, I may be a Democrat. I may be a liberal. I'm more liberal than I am Democrat because I think they're all, shysters. But if you can't step up and just be honest with the American people, how do you look at your constituents? How can you not look at them in the face and just step up and be like, yeah, that's wrong. That's not what we should be doing. Republican or Democrat, we shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't be accepting gifts from foreign countries. I think someone told me the other day, Abe Lincoln wasn't allowed to receive elephant tusks. Elephant tusks, So if Abe Lincoln couldn't take elephant tusks, how on earth do we think it's okay for Donald Trump to take a plane? And then, it's not really being given to me. It's being given to the government. But when I'm out of government, it's going to my library. Yeah, the corruption. And that's another thing. After this 4 years is up, we're going to spend another 4 years talking about all the corruption, all the money, and meanwhile, while all of this is going on, I want you guys to understand this. Oh, it drives me nuts. Why all of this is going on, watch our debt. Because Republicans spend money like it's going out of style. And our deficit is going to soar because Trump doesn't care. Trump doesn't care how much money he spends. Trump's 80 years old. He's not going to be around for the consequences anyway. We are. Trump, he'll be long gone. The stuff he does over the next 4 years is going to live with us for a decade or more, and he'll be long gone. Let me know what you think in the comments. Welcome to the Dray Way. Don't go anywhere. We got more Dray Way to come. And the next section, you're going to love it. Stick around. I'm getting in arguments. I'm getting in fights and everything else, and people are arguing me. I made a simple comment, and that is, women really have no idea about what dates cost. They don't know, especially a very attractive women, very attractive women that are hit on all the time. And you have to remember, these women are hit on all the time, and these women, they're not going on picnic dates. They're not going on coffee dates. Yeah, that's not a thing. That's not what's happening. All right. These women go on dinner dates. Yeah, if you can't afford a dinner date, a lot of attractive women ain't going with you. It's that simple. Because a very attractive women, they receive offers all the time. And I mean all the time. I'm talking about dozens of offers every single day. So if you're getting dozens of offers from dozens of men every single day, you think you're going to go out on a coffee date? Or are you going out to a nice steakhouse? And my point is women have no idea, because a lot of women are like, why is dating, going away? Why is dating not as frequent? Because dating has become very expensive, extremely expensive, especially if you want to take a beautiful woman out to a nice place. Women have no idea what that costs. And I was telling the story of my buddy last night who went to a nice steakhouse here in Vegas for two. Nice steakhouse, dinner for two. How much did it cost? Now, I'm going to pause right here so that you can guess. Nice restaurant, dinner for two, nice steakhouse. How much they had hors d'oeuvres, they had drinks. With the tip, how much did that dinner cost? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Have you guessed? Have you picked a number? $750. $750. Yes. Now, there's a lot of women in shock right now because most women have never, ever picked up a check at a steakhouse. No. They've never, in fact, in 41 years, I've never seen a woman pick up a check at a steakhouse for the table. Never seen it. It's like a unicorn. It's just not seen. Now, if you've done it personally, that makes you a unicorn because that's how rare it is. And most men will tell you, if they go to steakhouses and stuff like that, they'll tell you, yeah, I've never seen a woman pay for the table. I've never seen that. So because of that, a lot of women have no idea what it actually costs to go to a steakhouse. They have no idea. So, and I know, a lot of women out there are like, well, I'm perfectly happy with it. That's the difference. And I'm not trying to upset you, but really attractive women don't go on picnic dates. They don't go on coffee dates. Really attractive women don't do that. Like I said, they have dozens of offers. They go on very nice meal dates. Yeah. And at these steakhouses, it is extremely expensive. Very expensive. And that's why the whole issue of why are men not dating, when you stop and think about it, that's a lot of money to spend, especially just on a first date. But if you don't step up and do that, hate to break it to you, you're probably not going on the date. But let me know how much a dinner for two at a really nice steakhouse would cost in your area. I'm curious. In Vegas here, it is not uncommon to spend $400, $500, $600. That's not uncommon. And if you go to a really nice steakhouse and you order some specialty steaks, the bill can easily go over $1,000 just for two of you. Yeah, easily go over $1,000. So let me know in your area. Let me know what the prices are there. Don't go anywhere. More Dray Way to come. Hey, don't forget. The stock market. There is huge opportunities in the stock market for the next 5 to 7 years. I'm not a big guy on real estate. I talk about it a lot. I think real estate's going to be going down for the next 3 to 5 years. Down. So I want to talk about something that I think is going to be going up. Yes, I know we're going to have some hiccups with Donald Trump, but eventually Donald Trump is going to get out of the way. And when Donald Trump gets out of the way, that's when the USA comes, baby. And that's where, corporate America knows how to ring up profits. That's one thing this country knows how to do. We know how to make money. So I want to make sure you're in it with me. And you can get in it with me with your own stash account. Now, I have a link. The great thing about going to the link is it benefits me and it benefits you. When you get your stash account, use my link and they will add $30 to your account. You can start your account with as little as $5 or $10. But the main thing is just to get started. Just get started and have fun with it. You don't have to have thousands of dollars. You can start off with $25, $10. Just get started. Because I want you to come back here. I want to discuss great stocks with you. Like I said, I'm a big believer in Netflix. I'm a big believer in DoorDash. I'm a big believer in Block. I have certain stocks that I really like. And if we do have that oil crash, which I think we're going to have, there's going to be a lot of oil stocks in for the pickings, baby. Yeah. So please get yourself a stash account. It is extremely easy. I'm going to provide you a link here somewhere. You'll see a link somewhere in my bio or down here in the thing. You'll have the stash link, and just use that and open your account and get $30 additional in your account so you can start trading right away. Because let me tell you something, the next few years, the stock market is going to do extremely well. I think this world, not just the country, but the world is growing up. I think the world is becoming a diverse economy where we can all do well. And I think it's more important than ever to be invested in America, because I think, as usual, America is going to lead the way. That's it for the Dray Way. Thanks for joining me today. I'm sorry about the whole shade and sun thing, but thanks for sticking along. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. There's a new Dray Way each and every day, and I want you to hang out with me. So don't forget, a new Dray Way tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you later. Bye.